I've never felt this way, I don't think, about a book ever. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I don't really know where I was going with that thought, but it is that time of the month again. You know, it's that time. Every month we do a little monthly wrap up here, and so it's that time. I'm gonna tell you all the books I read, how I read them, what I read them, what they're kind of about, and that's basically it. That's basically it. Obviously, I'm not saying any spoilers or anything here, anything at all, but before we get into that, drink of the day, I got a little Starbucks. This is a vanilla white mocha latte, blonde espresso, vanilla cold foam, lemon cup with caramel, oat milk, caramel drizzle, cinnamon powder. I get extra ice. Kind of a mouthful, but boy does it taste good. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Also, we have my water. Sorry. Other drink of the day is my water over here. Okay. Gotta get my list. I don't even know what I read. We read, how many books did we read this month? Let's see. We read 12 books in April. Yeah, this is our April wrap up. Kind of forgot what month it is. Okay. So the first book we read, let's just get right into it. I read Time to Shine by Rachel Reed. I don't have this physical copy. I read it on my Kindle. This follows, I'm gonna be so honest, I kind of don't remember. Casey and Landon. Oh yeah. Okay, Landon is being called up. This is hockey and romance. So Landon is being called up from, like, I don't know what the lower one is, but to the, like, NHL, I guess, or I don't know. He's being called up from a Calgary farm team. So he's gonna be the backup goalie for this team. And Casey is the something. I don't know what Casey is, but he's on the team. He does something on the team. I don't know what he does, but he does something. And this is very, like, a grubby sunshine. They end up being roommates. It's so good. I kind of just go into it blind, so I think you should too. I gave it a 3.5. Here's the thing with Rachel Reed books, they're so bingeable. Also, if you just so you know, 3 is a good rating for me, okay? Because if you could take 5, cut in half, just 2.5. And if 5 is, like, amazing, just absolutely amazing, can't touch it, 3's good. Okay, so 3.5 is good. Anyway, but Rachel Reed, she wrote, like, you know, Heated Rivalry, The Long Game. Those are both, I'm pretty sure I gave Heated Rivalry 5 stars. If I didn't, I need to remedy that immediately. So those are both 5 stars. Like, I don't know if I would say God tier, but, like, so good. Oh my word, you guys. Speaking of Heated Rivalry, actually this is gonna sound so crazy, but, or so not about Heated Rivalry, but it'll get there. Noah Kahan's new album. I've been obsessed, and I am like, it's hurtful. And also, Noah Kahan edits to Noah Kahan songs. I saw one of Heated Rivalry till we go back. Yeah. I just said, okay, take me now. Take me now. No. No. And it just, like, spiraled me, and I, like, need, I don't know, I don't think I can reread, but I just need season 2. I need the next books, which we're both getting next year. Anyway, but the point is, Rachel Reed, she wrote Heated Rivalry, the Game Changer series, and, like, all of her, okay, yeah, so what I was going to say was Heated Rivalry, The Long Game, they're both 5 stars, and the rest of them are, like, 3 to 4. They're just so, like, bingeable. All of her books, I just read, like, so fast. Like this one, I don't know how long it took me to read. It took me, like, 2 days, which is fine. Yeah, so, like, they're just so fast and, like, fast-paced and bingeable and just so good. These two, they have, like, not actually, like, sleepover, well, they how do I even say this, they live together, but they start, like, sleeping in the same bed, but not, like, even before they're doing anything romantic or anything, just as, like, friends or, like, anything. Like, it wasn't, like, they literally just sleeping next to each other because it makes them feel safe. And then they did it on the road, and it was so cute. Oh my word. I can't. Anyway, so 3.5 for that. The next 3 books I'm gonna talk about together because they're all whole series. So, I finally read, that's right, the Cruel Prince trilogy. Well, actually, this is called the Folk of the Air trilogy. I keep calling it the the Cruel Prince trilogy. I'm pretty sure it's called The Folk of the Air. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna tell you the ratings. Like, this is 3.75. Again, it's good. 0.75. It kind of annoys me that I do that, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing that. Wicked King was 4.5, and Queen Nothing 5 stars. Okay, I also have a full spoiler reading vlog on my channel. Like, I think it was like 2 videos ago or something like that. So if you have read it, you can go watch that, or you can go read it and then watch that, or you can just go watch it if you don't care about being spoiled. Anyway, but basically The Cruel Prince follows Jude Duarte and well, basically just Jude. The romance is so good in here, but you don't go in here expecting it to be a fantasy. It's a young adult fantasy with a subplot of romance, okay? Just so you know. But the romance is so tea, it's so good once you get to it. Basically, Jude Duarte is a human girl, of course, because it's always human, living in the Fae world, and you kind of just go from there. I don't even know how it happened. Her parents were murdered when she was 7, and her and her 2 sisters were taken to live in the High Court of Fairy. It's called Fairy. And then yeah, she really wants to you kind of follow her. She just wants to belong there, and I don't know, basically, yeah, just go from that. That's basically all I knew, other than you know, the popular quotes, which didn't make sense to me until I read it, and then I was like, oh, I get it. Let me just tell you something. I didn't know I poisoned both of them. I was like, okay, so didn't understand that, because I always heard that, or saw that, you know, about this book. It might have been the second book, I don't even know. But let me tell you when we get to it. Oh yeah, I get it. Jude is such a baddie. Cardan. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, you just have to get it, because I was gonna go into this and I was like, I honestly don't know if I'm gonna like it, because sometimes people say that they don't like it, and I decided, oh yeah, we like it. Oh yeah, so we read this. I already told you my ratings, right? So there we go. Oh, and I also read these. I actually read most of them on Kindle. And actually, oh, hold on, they're out of order. I read these. I think I did some of each, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Kindle, paperback, and audiobook. Yeah, also, Queen of Nothing has awakened this month my love for immersive reading. And you're gonna see that in the next couple books, that I just kept doing that. I love immersive reading now, so here we go. Read these. The next book I read, actually, what did I read next? Oh yes. Finally, I read this, okay? This was another one that it came out a year ago. Didn't want to really read it because everyone was not loving it. And let me tell you, I do kind of know. Let's just talk about it, okay? I read Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Okay, I mostly physically read this, and then for the last little bit, I did some immersive reading with the audiobook, okay? It is on Kindle Unlimited. I read the paperback though. Or, not the paperback, the hardcover, whatever. I read this book physically like this. Okay? Anyway. No. Okay, this follows Xavier and, actually I kind of forget her name, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Samantha, okay. Xavier, so good. Oh my word, I love him. Okay, anyway, Xavier and Samantha, Xavier's a vet. I didn't know I had to think for vets until now, okay. Xavier's a vet, and basically they kind of wind up meeting at the vet's office. You just kind of have to read it. It's so funny, okay? And they end up being like, wait, I think I kind of want to go on a date with you. And so they have this date, and it just kind of ends up just keep going. It's just all night long. Well, not like that, okay? Not like that. There's a whole escape room debacle, this whole thing, and it's so good, okay? And you think that she's taking a trip the next day, ends up she's moving to California. I think he lives in Minnesota or something. Minneapolis, Minnesota, something with an M that's cold. Something like that. I think it's Minnesota. I don't even know. Basically, she's moving like across the country, and he's like, well, so I really like you, and now we just can't do it. And she's like, yeah, you just have to forget me. Okay, just not like that, but you know, basically she's moving because her mom has dementia, and it's actually really sad. So I would say, like, I don't know if it's like trigger warning, but like search it up, trigger warning. If you don't want to read that, don't read it, because it is kind of sad. There's some sad things that happen here. That's why I love Abby Jimenez. She always has some emotionalness, you know. I feel like Abby Jimenez and Emily Henry and I don't know, they're just kind of like same vibes, you know. And yeah, anyway, the point is that, yeah, so she's moving to California because her mom has dementia, and so she has to go help take care of her, and so they just like can't be together anymore, but they just can't stop thinking about each other, so they end up having this long distance relationship, and it was just so like, oh, it was so good. They just both like just, I can't make my words work right now. I don't know if I've ever seen two people in a book like they're just like fighting for each other, and they're just making everything, like literally he's working so many hours and like not sleeping so that he has the money to go and on flights with her, and she's like taking care of her mom, and there's so much sadness, but also like it was so good. Okay, I gave it 5 stars. Now the reason some people don't like this, I don't actually remember like the people wise. I remember hearing something about they didn't like her, or maybe I forget. I liked her. I liked them both. Now there was apparently some people didn't like a lot of like modern day like social media references, which she works in social media, so like I remember some of them I didn't really like mind, because I was like, well, yeah, it's her job, so it's just like him talking about animals, because but I also get when people are like, I don't like modern day references because it's just gonna be so outdated. I kind of get that, but I feel like just because of her job. Now the other thing, this only happened in the beginning, and I actually have a vlog of me reading this somewhere, some weekly vlog. I think the thumbnail, she's in it. She's in the thumbnail. The book's in the thumbnail. So if you want to go see that, you can go watch that. It's like a weekly vlog. A couple weeks ago, I don't know. Okay, but I talked about this. Is the first couple, like, I don't know, maybe in the first 10%. Okay, he gets compared to Rhysand from ACOTAR so many times, like in, like, maybe not 10 times, but like almost 10 times in the, like, it's like many different people say it like in a short amount of time in the book, and I was just like, okay, that's kind of cringing me out. Now here's the thing, I knew that was gonna happen because people talked about it, so I wish I would have read it. I mean, I love that I read it now, but part of me wishes I read it when it first came out, because I bought it when it first came out, and then I just didn't read it, of course, because that's just what I do. Anyway, part of me wishes I had read it when it first came out before I heard that, because I don't know if I was just like hyper aware of it because I knew that was gonna happen, but then it stopped and I was like, okay, I don't really care anymore. So did it kind of just cringe me out when it's just like, oh, he looks like the High Lord of the Night Court, and I was like, oh yeah. The point was that I noticed that, and then I was like, actually, I just don't really care, so I'm still giving it 5 stars because I love them so much, and like I kind of miss them. And this is making me want to read her new book because, again, not everyone's liking it, and so I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna read it. But the reason I haven't got it yet is because I will get the hardcover, but I don't want the one with the sprayed edges because it's cute, but I just don't want it, you know. I don't know, me and sprayed edges have this like love-hate relationship, you know. I just can't decide if I'm like or not, because I'll like go on a rant and be like, oh, sprayed edges are so ugly, and like blah, 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 and then I'm like, oh, you mean you can't see them? All these books have sprayed edges, and then I'm like, wait, actually those sprayed edges are cute, so like, just make up your mind. I'm just indecisive, and that's literally, so yeah. Okay, the next book, oh, yeah, I did, okay. I'll talk about the next 3 together again, because I read the whole trilogy. Oh my word, it was so good, you guys. I think it was my last vlog, I'm reading these. I read the Monster Trilogy by Rena Kent. I read these on Kindle, and then I also immersive read a little bit with the audiobook / just listen to the audiobook. Yeah. So basically the first book is Blood My Monster by Rena Kent. No, it's so good. Okay, this girl, her name is Sasha. She is in hiding as a man, okay? Because this is Mafia Dark Romance, so search up your trigger warnings, but she's in hiding as a man, okay? And she's in the military. And the guy is the like captain, and basically she has to be hiding as a man because there was a like attack on her family. You learn like more about it as you go on, but basically that's all you know. And it ends up that the guy, the Captain Kirill, he's Kirill, I don't even know his last name, but you don't need to know that. Okay, Kirill, he ends up like going back to New York because he's in New York. I think it's New York. He's in the mafia, and she ends up being one of his bodyguards. So you get like military romance, but bodyguard romance. No, it's so good. Okay, and then you just kind of go from there, and it's so good. Okay, I read Blood of a Monster 4, Lies of My Monster also 4, and then Heart of My Monster 5 stars. Yes. Okay, and then I went straight into the reason I read this. I wanted to read it, but the Monster Trilogy. I didn't want to read it, but I really read it because Rena Kent just came out with Hunt the Villain, which is the next book I read, and this is their son. Okay, so I was like, oh, I gotta read it and then get all the crumbs. So good. Okay, Hunt the Villain. I read this some on Kindle, and again I immersive read it a little bit / just listened to the audiobook, and it was highly recommend the audiobook. Okay, this follows Vaughn and Yulian. Okay, they're both like heirs to their respective mafia places. Okay, so Vaughn's gonna get like the New York mafia. I think Yulian's like getting Chicago or something. I don't know, but they've grown up like together, not together, but like, you know, seeing each other at places. Like you start when they're like at basically summer camp for mafia kids is essentially what it is. It was actually kind of funny. Anyway, and they like don't like each other. They're like enemies. It's kind of like Emily Smillover, but they're never like actually trying to kill each other like some other people are in like the dark romance, you know? So yeah, you kind of just go from there, and they're just like, obviously they're like obsessed with each other. They don't just hate each other, just they're so obsessed with each other. So good. Okay, Yulian, he's so like just crazy and like golden retriever, but also like can be deep at the same time and serious. So good. And then Vaughn, he was giving like shy little golden retriever, and then he like came out and he's like, oh, so good. Okay, I gave it 5 stars because I don't care. Okay, this is technically college romance, but or college dark mafia romance, but like you don't really get them in college anyway. And so good. You just have to read it, okay? And yeah, now I need to go back and read like all of Rena Kent's books. Have I read any more of Rena Kent's books since then? No, but I'm gonna do it, okay? The next book. Oh, this is hurtful. Oh, this is really just really hurtful. You're gonna get a vlog of me reading this and the reaction to the end. I was genuinely crashing out. Like, I've never felt this way, I don't think, about a book ever. Like, I was genuinely, you're just gonna have to watch next week. I think it's gonna be next week. I was genuinely like hitting the book against my bed. I wanted to throw it across the room, but I also didn't because I was loving it. And that is Cursed Fates. Oh, I want it. Yeah, so this is the 5th book in the Zodiac Academy series. I can't really tell you anything about it, but let me just tell you. 5 stars, but I also like simultaneously wanted to give it like a 1 star because of how mad I was at the end. But like, not in a mad at the ending in the way of like the book is bad. Like, I'm not mad at the authors, well I am, but like I'm mad at the characters of the book, you know, and you're supposed to be, okay? No, and like, no, I thought the ending of the 4th book was bad. This book, yeah, 5 stars though, because I don't care. And I read this, actually mostly I read it physically. It's also on Kindle Limited, so I read it some on Kindle Limited. Yeah, so I can't really tell you, but basically you follow, in the 1st book, the Zodiac Academy series follows these twin sisters, Tori and Darcy. I just love everyone and also like hate the people I'm supposed to hate, you know? Basically they thought they were human, of course, as you do. Turns out they're not. They're actually fae and they're heirs to the throne. They're princesses. They're fae princesses. And so they end up like going to get these powers and they go to this academy so they learn how to do these powers and then all this stuff, and you meet these 4 heirs. And they're technically the ones that are gonna take over the throne because the princesses weren't there. Tori and Darcy weren't there. But now Tori and Darcy could technically take the throne for them. I don't actually know, think about it, who's on the throne. No one's really on the throne. So that's good. Anyway, because of course their parents are dead. So yeah, and so these heirs hate them. So it's very bully romance, okay? Hate them. Hate them. Hate them. Like literally trying to off them, okay? Yeah, it's really bad. Anyway, but it spirals and it's just amazing. And this, I like actually can't really talk about it because I will cry and like want to die. I'm smiling, but it ain't funny. I'm smiling, but it ain't funny, okay? No, because it's so good. And I need to read this 6th one. It's up there. And I'm just scared too. But simultaneously want to just binge the whole series, but then I'm gonna be like, it's done. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Yeah. Actually, I already know what I'm gonna read next after this. Well, after this whole series, I'm gonna read, I think it's Sins of the Zodiac, because I just need it. But that's not the point. The point is I read this and it's 5 stars, but it's also ruining my life and I need to read the 6th one. Yeah. Yeah, 5 stars. Next I listened to I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I'll pop it up over here. Ow, I'm not giving a rating to this because I don't want to rate like nonfiction or like biography because that just seems really weird to me. But like if I did give it a rating, 5 stars, okay. This is Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And so it basically just follows her whole story of like her being a child actor, all this stuff that happened to her, like, yeah, search your true points though, because she deals with some like heavy mental health stuff and like, you know, I mean, she was a Nickelodeon kid, so I think you get it. But yeah, it was really good and I highly recommend it. I audiobooked this, and it ate up. I just listened to it like in a whole day. I think it was like just the other day. When was this? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I really liked it. I've been wanting to read this or listen to this for so long, and I'm so glad I finally did because it was so good. And maybe this means I need to read more biographies, autobiographies, whatever they're called. What's the other word for them? Oh, memoirs. Memoirs? Yeah, anyway. It was really good. And I was actually doing my sister's nails, and a few times I was like, well, I was listening to this, and she was like, what's happening? I was like, oh, it's just my book and my ear holes. Anyway, the next book I read, I immersive read this because I had the audiobook and then I had the paperback, so I read this. So You Can Play by Ali Hazelwood, guys. If you're new here and if you don't know this, I love Ali Hazelwood. I've read almost all of her books. There's some more I need to read, but like I'm gonna read those. Actually, the one I'm scared to read, let's just talk about this as well. I'm scared to read Deep End, and that's like one of the last ones I have to read. I think we're gonna do that this month. I think that should be our goal, is to read Deep End this month. Anyway, we're not talking about Deep End. We're talking about You Can Play. Okay, this is a little novella. It originally came out as just a like Spotify. I think it was Spotify exclusive audiobooks. I don't know. She has like some deal with Spotify. She keeps doing this, I think. I don't know if it's actually Spotify exclusive because now that I think about it, I listen to the audiobook not on Spotify. Whatever. It came out as an audiobook first and I wanted to read it, and then it came out like in March maybe, I think, as a paperback, and it's so good. I kind of wish she did like a whole book for this because it's so good. There's just like, you kind of just have to read Ali Hazelwood to know, but there's just like this specific feeling when you're reading Ali Hazelwood. Like, anyone else who would write it would be cringe, but like it's not, because Sally Hazelwood, and it's just like the only word I can describe it, and I'm not trying to be like pick me about this, or like it's not in a pick me way, is like quirky. Like I don't know, it's just so good. It's just fun. Like I was immersive reading this. I just read it in one sitting because it's less than 200 pages, and I was sitting over there on my bed, and there was multiple times I laughed like out loud. Anyway, but this follows Viola and Jessie. Basically they're both like gamers, and they work for like designing games and stuff, and her favorite like book series, like she read as a child, and it's like still like stuck out to her, she still reads it to this day, is being made into a game. Well, and it has been made into the game. Like there's not, basically she's just gonna design her favorite book series game, but there's a little problem because this other team of game designers, I guess, I don't really know, also might get the job to do it, but their respective teams like hate each other, companies I guess, like kind of hate each other, and so they go on this retreat to, I guess, get to know and work with each other, because they're probably gonna end up having to work with each other. So whatever. The head of the other team, or I guess head, whatever, is Jessie, and Jessie and her, she doesn't know why, but Jessie, or she thinks so at least, hates her. He just like doesn't talk to her, but he's so friendly with everyone else and like all this stuff, and she doesn't know why he hates her. And so you gotta go from there. Okay, I gave this a 3 star, just because it's less than 200 pages, so I couldn't really give it any more than that. If it was a full book though, I would read it, and I feel like it would give like, you know, 5-star feelings, but I just gave it 3 stars. But like it was so fun, and I had so much fun. I literally read it maybe a little over an hour, I don't know, literally less than 200 pages. It's so good, so fun, funky, fresh. And yeah, also something that is so fun in the physical copy of the book is every chapter has these things, and every one gets like a little more filled up, the hearts. Like here's another chapter 3. Oh, it is the next chapter. See, it's a little more filled up, and like so then at the end they're all filled up, and it's so cute, so cute. So yeah, that was the last book I read. Did I say I gave it 3 stars? Yeah, that's all the books I read in April. Currently I'm reading Underlock by Marianne Spot. I'm also listening, I've been listening to it for a while. I'm like going slow. I know I said it like that. Of House of Sky and Breath. Is that the one I'm reading? House of Sky and Breath, yes. So, by Sarah J Maas. I'm eating it up. I'm eating Underlock up as well. Like so much. Like scarfing that down. Okay, it's getting weird now. Anyway, those are the books I read. I guess I'll just see you next month. Actually, the last couple books, like Cursed Fates, Two Can Play, and Oh God, My Mom Died, I do have a reading vlog coming for, yeah. Spoiler free next week, I think. I don't know. So yeah, that's books I read. I hope you enjoyed me yapping about the bug. Sometimes I like it's happened again. This was just kind of a fever dream. I don't remember anything I said, but I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, Goodreads, TikTok, Instagram. I already said Instagram. Fable was the one I was missing. All my links will be down in the description. I almost said downstairs. They'll be down in the description. We need to go. Okay. I will see you right back here next week with another video. Bye.